Right then, I think the screen says it all, really, doesn't it? So I've decided to run 50% off promotion. So for the next month at least, I might extend it depending on interest. The MBM draw and POISSON pack, the complete shebang will be 50% off, £25 a month instead of £50. No catches, that's just what it is. There's no minimum subscription. You can cancel after that month if you want and never come back, which would be a shame, but that's up to you. And yeah, that's it basically. It's £25 instead of £50, which obviously is a huge saving. I'll level with you. I'm going through a period of my business, my substantial business is sort of struggling at the moment. I'm a self-employed sole trader, and I'm plowing a lot of work into the MBM brand, not brand, is it? But the MBM system, and I want it to be successful, and I want to reach as many people as possible. But I also need to make money from it to support me while my business is trying to get back on its feet after COVID. So rather than trying to charge more, I've decided to charge less. Brilliant business acumen. Now I've decided to just sort of make sure that it's 100% offering monetary value for everyone out there who hasn't got loads of money like me. And so there'll be people who £50 is too much, £50 a lot. But I'm trying to compensate for the amount of time I spend on it. But having said that, let's give it a whirl. Let's give it. You got to try different things. So £25 a month. I really can't say any fairer than that. And I'm just going to go through exactly what that includes. So 20 leagues worldwide for the POISSON pack. This has been refreshed in the last couple of weeks. As you'll see, these are all summer leagues. So as the traditional European big leagues come to an end, the winter leagues as we call them, we're replacing them with summer leagues that are only just sort of starting. Some of these are in their infancy. There's only 19 logos there. The Australian one is sort of included, but I've got some issues with the data. And then I'm going to add one more probably to make it up to 20. So there are only 19. Well, there's not 19 badges, but there's 19 leagues, if you see. So we've got Liga Pro in Argentina. We've got Serie A and B in Brazil. We've got Chile, Primera A and B. Colombia A and B. We've got the main league in Finland, the Irish Premier League, J League 1 and 2, the main first league in Iceland, Liga MX, the Elite League in Norway, the K League in South Korea, the two top leagues in Sweden, the Primera in Uruguay, and the American MLS. So they're all included, and that consists of what the pack consists of is every single fixture from all of those 20 leagues daily are updated and available to you through the members area on the website. So every time there is a fixture, that fixture is manually updated by me on the main sort of master spreadsheet, which is then shared with you guys on the membership site. And so what that means is I select all of the fixtures for the day, and it will calculate the value odds based on the POISSON distribution model. I'll then enter manually all of the Betfair odds for those matches, and my conditional formatting will show you where you're getting offered good value by the bookies, because the bookies odds are higher than the odds that our value odds have suggested. So that shows you where the value is in the market, rather than solely going on what the bookies are offering. You're looking at creating your own odds, if you like, and comparing them to what the bookies are offering. So we're trying to identify where they overran the book, and we can see where, based on statistical analysis, you're getting value for your bet rather than just placing on intuition. So that works for the win-draw-win market, because we've got the value percentages of each team winning, the draw, so the home win, the away win and the draw, and that's highlighted and summarised. We've also got the same for the under and over 2.5 goals market, so we can look at the under and over 2.5 goals and say POISSON suggesting there's going to be a high likelihood of there being over 2.5 goals, 70%, whereas the odds that we're getting offered are suggesting there's actually sort of 90%, so we're going to put a bet on there, or vice versa. So that's really good, because I know under and overs is a very popular market to bet on. The top 5 correct scores and probabilities are given as well. So again, using the POISSON distribution model, this is what sort of drives all of the predictions. There's a matrix that shows or calculates the probability of each scoreline. I've gone from 5-0 home to 5-0 away and anything in between. So it will calculate a percentage chance based on the statistics of that scoreline happening. These are all rounded up then to give you your win-draw-win percentages, and also your under and over 2.5 goals percentages. So the raw data there will show you the top 5 scores according to that matrix. So whether it be 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 1-1, whatever it is, and it will tell you the percentage chance that the Poisson distribution model has calculated for that. So you can use correct score Dutching, or you can just go straight in with a correct score prediction. And they are freakishly accurate, I must admit. Obviously not every one. The strike rate isn't going to be as high as it is for the win-draw-win. But there's been some fantastic results with the correct score, and that's something I want to delve deeper into actually in the future, because there's some real accuracy there with especially the top 3 bets. But anyway, that's what we're looking at. And then there's a daily analysis overview of value bets, and I'll come back to that a little bit later. There's a daily selection, a daily tab each day, rounding up what you see in the pack, because it can be a bit overwhelming with 20 leagues and all these different sort of highlighted fields. So I round it up at the end and show you what I see in the pack, where I see the value and how I'm reading it, and you can use that to sort of inform your betting if you want, or you can ignore it completely. So then included as well is the MBM draw selections. Now this was the sort of flagship draw selection that I came out with, if you like, not earlier in the year, it was later in 2021, wasn't it? It's my favourite system of all of them. It's something that I've spent years and years developing, and there's many videos if you want to go back and look at them to explain in depth what it is. It started off at £50 a month on its own. I then thought that doesn't offer good value, even though, as you'll see at the bottom, the similar services, there's one called, a lot of you will know it, JK Diego. He's a very interesting character. He charges over £300 a month just for draw selections, and he only uses increasing stakes. So the figures that he posts look amazing, because even if you fail on 25 bets in a row, if you've got the bankroll to keep doing increasing stakes until that 26th bet, you're going to be thousands and thousands in profit each month. And so his results look amazing. And yeah, fair play to him. It's a lot of money though, only £300 a month. So I started off at £50 a month, and we had a load of subscribers, and it was great fun. The strike rate is over 35% at the moment. It's gone down lately. I'm not going to lie. It's had a struggle the last couple of months. This month it's picked up brilliantly. We had what was it today? I think we had 5 out of 7 draws come in over 2 days. It is picking up with the resumption of the South American leagues, because they're great for draws. So it is picking up. I've got transparent results available. I'm never going to hide the results. So the result spreadsheets are available. Admittedly, April isn't ready yet, because I just haven't had time to record all the results in the sort of organised way to present to people. I'm working on it. It's nothing to do with it being hidden. As I've just said to you, it had a sort of struggle a couple of months, but anyway, that's included. That's not an extra cost anymore. It used to be £50 on its own. It's now part of a £25 package, which has got 50,000 times more value to it anyway, so that's included. Corner betting, I've also added corner betting, which is another one of my sort of passions when it comes to football betting. Daily system generated corner selection. So this is through my own filters and my own attributes that have been added to my databases. They're back tested over a few seasons based on the attributes that I use. And they use basically attack and defence stats, goals on target, shots on target, shots off target, attacking play, what would you say, free kicks in dangerous areas, obviously corners themselves, the strength of both teams relative to each other in their home and away performances, motivations in terms of which team needs to win, which team doesn't. So there's a whole heap of stuff that goes into it. And then you also get the advised odds in the market and which corner line should be betting on, whether it be over 9, over 10. It's normally over 10, but sometimes the prices for over 9 or sometimes over 11 can be interesting. And advised entry points, which is something that I'd again like to dive a little bit deeper into. With the corner markets, you can get a lot of value if you sort of find a game that is predicted to have a lot of corners and wait until sort of 10 minutes. If there hasn't been a corner, the price will go up massively, but it's not uncommon for there not to be a corner in the first 10 minutes. And it's not uncommon for there to be 4 in the last 10 minutes, because people are pushing for the game depending on the state of the game. So there's a lot to take in with corner betting, and a lot of value to be gained by studying your entry and exit points. So that's something that's included as well. Although I do need to sort of develop that. And any developments that I do, basically with this system, every time I come up with an idea and decide that it's sort of producing value for me, I'll just share it with you. I'm not going to add it on to an extra subscription. I'm just going to whack it all in here. So at the moment, this is what you're getting. There will be a load more strategies added as I develop them, because that's just what I want to do. So this daily compact analysis is what I referred to earlier. So there's a special tab at the end of each day on the spreadsheet that just rounds up everything that you're seeing in the rest of the spreadsheet. So on analyse the value versus the true value. What I mean by that is there'll be a load of selections that are highlighted as value on the spreadsheet because the odds being offered by the bookies are greater than the odds that we're calculating ourselves. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'd call it true value. For example, you might have Man City versus Norwich. Norwich are predicted by our real odds that you should be getting, 20 to 1, 50 to 1, 100 to 1 to win, say 100 to 1 to win away at Man City. But you're actually getting offered by the bookies 90 to 1, 110 to 1. So you're getting better odds by the bookies than you are that we're being suggested, but it's not true value, is it? Because it's still a huge long shot. So although you're getting better than you perhaps should be, it's still massively unlikely to come in. So, but obviously there's some that are a lot closer than that. You'll be getting sort of offered 2 to 1 and 3 to 1, and you're trying to figure out whether it's a good bet or not. And I'll analyse where I think the true value lies, and to do that, I'll take a deeper dive into the motivational factors that aren't covered by the statistics. So I'll be looking at league tables, I'll be looking at form, I'll be looking at injuries, I'll be looking at suspensions, all sorts of things that will sort of help explain why the odds are why they are often. So I'll often look at the odds and think, God, the bookies are offering long odds for that. But then when you look into the team news, you'll see why. But there are many where there isn't a good reason, and that's where I'll say, right, there's real value here. In this summary sheet, I'll say, I can't see a reason why this is anything but value, and I'll suggest that that's something that I'm interested in. So that's where you get the advice on which opportunities to follow. It's only ever advice, and I'm only ever interpreting what is in the POISSON pack. So I'm never going to say, I think this is a good bet. I know the POISSON calculations say it's not. It will never be a case of that. It'll always be, look at your pack. You can see here that this is highlighted as being value, and I also, after looking at it, agree that I think this is a good way to go. It'll always be based on the analysis, on the statistics. So we've got that for draws, corners, and win, draw, win. That's all summarised, and the over-unders. And the round-the-clock support and assistance is a given. I'd like to think that anybody who's signed up will know that I'm very happy to email and help with any queries that you've got at any time, and I'll do my best whenever I can with that. So to sum up, that's where you can go and get involved, mathpetman.com. If you type in 50% new for new customers, you'll get that 50% discount. And also, I don't want to sort of make existing customers at a disadvantage, because I really respect the support they've given me. So there's also a 50% renew code that you can use at any time during your membership. When you renew, whack that in there, and you'll get 50% off your renewal price as well for that month, just to make it fair. Okay, so thanks very much, and if you can like and subscribe this channel, that really helps me too. I'm trying to build the channel. It's another potential source of revenue with those annoying ads that I know are annoying, and they don't make me much money, but it's every little counts. So yeah, thanks very much, and I'll see you again soon.